Hey everybody, and welcome back to my dream machine, and welcome back to Creative Kiwi Designs. That's what we're going to be making today. So, as always, start off with pre-cutting your fabric and getting everything together. I picked some really nice fabric for the top, the bottom. Oh yeah, and don't forget your bobbin. You have to wind a bobbin to match your final top thread. A little bit of batting, and this is my pretty fabric for the bag. So let's hoop some water soluble stabilizer and do the first part, which is simply the outline. So once you get that stitched down, we need to place some fabric down. And what you want to do is place down the batting first and then the fabric side up, the pretty side up, and place that on your hoop. You can tape it down if you need to. I didn't find I needed to. And once you have that down and nice, and make sure you cover up all the lines, it's going to go ahead. The next step is to stitch it down in place, and then it's going to give you an outline for the middle part, which really makes this look good. Now for this one, I'm using a dark material and I'm trying to put a light one over it. So Creative Kiwi suggests that you cut it out, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't want the fabric to show through. So once you do that, place your smaller piece down and stitch it down. And right away, don't cut anything. Right away, it's going to do the groovy stippling stitches in there. Now, I'm using variegated thread, and I really like the look of it on the stipple stitch. So just let that go, and when it's done stitching, we're going to move on to the next part, which is trimming it out. And of course, always trim as carefully as you can, as close as you can to the line without cutting it or without going over it. Once you have that done, put it back on your machine, and it is going to do a zigzag stitch just to hold everything down. Once the zigzag stitches get done, the next step, and I've kept the same thread throughout because I just think it's really pretty, but you can change threads all you need to. So the next step is creating the beautiful scallops that give this mug rug such a nice finished look on it. Once the pretty scallops are done, that's when you can embroider something in the middle. Now, I changed the thread for mine because I was doing someone's logo, which is a nice gift, by the way. After that, it is the beautiful satin stitches, and you can see how stunning the variegated thread that I chose is looking on the edge. I absolutely love it. So let that finish. It's going to do the decorative design over the satin stitches. And once that's done, take your backing fabric and put it face down and carefully slip it under. You can also take the hoop off and tape it if you need, but because we're using water soluble, I can just make sure it fits. Now you want to stitch that down. That's the next step. Stitch it down, and it's going to stitch it twice just to make sure we've got everything down properly. Once that's done stitching, we're almost done. And trim both sides. I start off with the back, but it doesn't matter which one you trim first, as long as they're both trimmed properly. Now, the back is pretty easy to do because it's just one piece of material. The front is a little more difficult. Make sure your scissors are nice and sharp for this one, and trim everything out as carefully as you can. And you know, the better you do it, the better the final project is going to be. So a little practice. We are almost in the home stretch now. This is almost done. So once you get everything cut out, put your hoop back on the machine, and it's going to do a nice zigzag stitch to hold everything together. And then of course it's going to do the beautiful satin stitches around the outside. Make sure, of course, that your bobbin thread matches your top thread. So I actually did wind some variegated thread to match. It just gives it a final look that is fantastic. Now, I always seem to forget to change the thread over, And what I do is for a project like this, I just leave the matching thread in it, and then I don't have to worry about it. I even forgot to show it on this one, so I'm working on it. Once the satin stitches are done and it looks spectacular, we're going to have that final decorative stitch that is the last step that we need to do on the machine. Now, when this is done, all you have to do is take it out and clean it up. All you need to do is trim the water-soluble stabilizer and then just take a little bit of water and finish off the edges, and they will look absolutely perfect. So this is one of my favorite projects from Kreative Kiwi. It's called the Scallop Coaster. And if you haven't done one of these, I suggest you hop over there, link in the description, and check it out. You'll be surprised what you can do. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.